We'll get started with Clayton Collier.
Hey, Jaren, just obviously with the capacity increasing for fans, just, could you speak to the excitement level as a player in this environment, then getting, that much more support coming in, looking at about 7,500 fans coming in?
Yeah, it's huge. They mean so much to us in general, and they mean so much to the atmosphere. I saw we got the towels back, the yellow towels, which is lit. It's kind of like a blast from the past reminder about what used to be with TA and them. So, I'm so excited to have them back. We're getting closer and closer to just being able to open everything up. So, this is just another step in the right direction.
Just to follow.
Go ahead.
Just to follow up, I mean, obviously the Grindhouse was known as such a tough place to play. Getting a sample of that on Wednesday, you've heard about it now, but now you get to experience. What do you think it's going to be like in that regard?
I think it's going to be loud, a lot of energy. Just the crowds turn I've experienced a lot of loud FedExForum crowds. I have like my first year when everything was open. So I'm expecting it to be similar like that. They're just going to be excited. Everyone's probably just going to be excited to just be back in the stands and, having fun and yelling.
Drew, go ahead.
Jaren, with you being out so long and then finally, making your return, does it feel like this has been kind of the moment that your season and your comeback from the injury has been building to, this sort of postseason game?
I mean, yeah, this is the reason I did come back. It's just the playoffs is our goal, man. That was been the goal since day one, and I did the work, and I'm glad I'm here playing with my teammates now. That's a blessing, but now we have other goals, and we're trying to accomplish that now.
Brandon Abraham.
Jaren, obviously last year you were hurt and missed the play-in game against Portland. But kind of being there and watching the team in that do-or-die game, what does that kind of prepare you for mentally for tomorrow's game?
I just know it's going to be intense. It's going to be everybody's going to be locked in. It's one of those games, do or die, win, go home. That's what you play for. That's what we love. We love this type of game. It's going to be exciting.
Mike Sadie.
Hey, Jaren, when you look at this Spurs team, they're kind of struggling right now. I know it's at a situation like this, you can't overlook anybody, but they got some playoff veterans on that team. When you look at that team, what stands out to you about the way they'll play coming in here tomorrow night?
They're definitely just going to bring their mental, their experience. They're a great team, well coached. We're just going to try to do the same thing we've been doing and just play our game.
Terry Davis.
How you doing, Jaren?
How you doing?
Hey, man, you guys had a lot of big games this year, and what have you learned from those games that can prepare you to try to be 1-0 in this game?
Every possession matters, especially the early possessions. You can't just count on the end of the game to be the reason or defining factor for anything. Every possession matters. You got to take it all serious. Be smart with the ball, be decisive, and be aggressive at the same time. Just do what you do. Don't try to be outside yourself. Just play your game, relax, and go out there and do it.
Sirit Sohi.
Hey, Jaren, I was just wondering if you might be able to give us a little insight into how it was that you built your jump shot.
I built my jump shot. I was like in the backyard a lot. I had a hoop in my backyard, and I kind of just shot on it like every day. I used to be left-handed when I was like probably 2 or 3 or 4, something like that. And then one day I just decided to become right-handed, hence the fact that I go left pretty often. And then I just kind of shot on my own, and I was always out there. And then by the time my dad caught on to like me just shooting in the yard, and he just kind of asked me what I was doing, and I was just like, yeah, I guess I'm right-handed now. So I kind of made my own shot and just kind of stuck with it. You have to prove that you can make shots, so you don't have to like kind of change your form so drastically. And over the years I've felt the ball a little bit better, just gotten my fingertips in it. But for the most part, I just kind of came up with it on my own and just kind of rolled with it.
Well, you being left-handed, is that also kind of why it feels like sometimes your balance hand is still kind of pushing the ball?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I mean, that could be a reason for it. I don't know. I try to just feel the ball as best I can and just let it go. Try not to think too hard about it and just shoot how I can. And, yeah.
Thanks.
Last question, Evan Barnes.
Hey, Jaren. Ty spoke the other day about how much Taylor really empowers you guys to play with freedom and just kind of, there's a level of trust on the court to kind of, play the way you guys play. How much does that kind of help you guys for a game like this where the stakes are high, but just Taylor gives you the confidence just to do what you guys have done and play that kind of freestyle?
T has been doing this all year, giving us the tools and giving us the confidence to go out there and be great. He wants us to play free. He wants us to let it go. He wants us to just play hard defensively and have pride in each possession. And just we carry that same message through everybody. And he just loves everything we're doing. So we have a good balance right now.
Thanks, Jaren.
No problem.